Happy Saturday, everyone. Today we are in our library, and behind me are some of the collections of books that we use in the apothecary. We have quite a few downstairs too in the actual lab, but this is where they get stored. Today's video is going to be on the hedgehog that you might have seen me work with yesterday. My goal was, I had been pondering this for weeks, and I wanted to make an easy hedgehog style without wearing a wig. So the deal is we have quite a few events lined up. We're going to be going to the Fair of New Boston for the first time, which is really exciting. So that's kind of where this whole thing stemmed from. I'll show you exactly what my thoughts were. I thought it would be a little bit quicker today than to write everything out because we're packing up the shop and getting ready to just do a video. I have a few photos. These photos are what my big plans were. So basically, I had made an original hairpiece that the one that's really super old, it sits on top of my head, and then all my hair goes over it. And I thought I could use that with a couple extra pieces. It didn't work. So here are some of the hair pieces that I made. So these are made out of wool. This one has some powder on it. And then they're stuffed with wool or batting. I was gonna have it sit on top of my head like that. Didn't quite work the way I was thinking. This is my box of hair pieces, or the current hair pieces that I take with us to every show, which kind of differ here and there. So these boxes are the boxes that our gift boxes come in, and they're really heavy duty, sturdy, awesome boxes to be able to use. I put my hair pieces in there and it works really great. So I'm going to show you exactly what hair pieces I used. Take a look at this photo. These are all the hair pieces I used to get this style. So the first thing that I did was I pomaded. I had taken a shower. I pomaded and powdered my hair. When it was damp, I put my curlers in. Now, I used the smallest curlers that I could possibly use, the foam curlers. They were the teeny little black ones. I even have some of the teeny blue ones that are from when I was a kid yet. I used those too, but it seemed like the newest, smallest black ones that I think I got at the dollar store a while ago worked the best. If you're gonna do this, set your hair, powder pomade set, and then what I did was I actually went row, 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 and I did it in really nice rows. I took teeny tiny amounts of hair and I rolled them up. It took me a really long time, but if you have a good movie on or something, it goes really quick. So when I do this in the tent, though, in a couple days, it's we won't have movies and things. Okay, so that was the first thing I did, and then I slept on it. And when I took it out, this is what it looked like. I don't know, it was kind of Shirley Temple-esque, and I wasn't sure if I should work with it then or if I should let it kind of relax a little bit. They still had a lot of body in and a lot of curl, but they had relaxed a lot more than I had wanted them to, or that I had envisioned them. I always have these ideas in my head, and then it didn't quite go exactly as I planned. But, so then what I did is I had first taken the first hairpiece, which was my old hairpiece mixed with some new ones, and tried to put my hair over that, and it didn't work. And the reason it didn't work was because when you think of hedgehogs, you have to have the poof on the side. So just having a band around here and then your poof on top, that's not gonna cut it, because you have to have some oomph on the side. After I had something worked out, and then I asked Patrick how he thought it was looking, and he's like, yeah, not really hedgehoggy. I realized that the reason it wasn't was because I didn't have these poofs on the side. So I went and got my poof supporters. These are in the shop, and they are just marvelous for so many things. So then what I realized was that it was also way too poofy on top. Like, hedgehogs are one big poof, but so like there's a limit as to like how much poof you really want on top, you know, and my older hairpiece was just too poofy. So I took that off, and this is one of the hair rolls that I made. Again, it's wool, wool inside or batting, whatever you have, and then you can see I haven't even I haven't even sewn these, and this is probably how it will end up for the event. But so this would sit on top of my head, okay, and then see this piece right here. This is one of those that, like, if you had a bun or whatever, you would put it over the bun. And I used hairpins to push it in. Now, hairpins that you get for Sally's, they work really good for like people with thin or fine hair like me, when you're working to set up your hair. The hairpins we offer in our shop are the steel hairpins, which when you're doing this, you actually need to use the steel pins. I bent so many of the regular Sally's hairpins that you really need the steel ones for this. I put it on top like that. Very exciting, right? And then I took one of each and put it on the side like this. Pretty awesome. Then my hair was all curly, and I had my hair separated, so most of it came towards the front and it came down on the sides, and that hair went up and over. Wasn't quite wide enough on the sides. It had the right amount of poof in the front, but it just wasn't wide enough on the side. Then what I ended up doing, these are all the hair pieces, you can check the picture out. See, mine have clips on, and you know, in previous videos I've said you don't really need the clips, only if you have fine hair or you want to get really secure, you know, that's great. This time I kind of wish I didn't have the clips in, because one goes like this, and then like we have all of these, right? And then another one goes like, you know, like this. Yeah, so basically I had like 3 of them, and these are the normal curls that I use in my hair, but you know, because I don't have them sewn, I was able to take them out and curl them. But anyway, so what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to have to use the brazier and heat my traveling curling tongs. So like I saved like a big chunk of hair out, and you can see it kind of sort of in the previous photos, because that was my hair is kind of long now. I'll show you at the end. So like I had extra curls like kind of like hanging down here, and then ow. And then I had rolls too in the back. Basically, you need your hard wax pomade to keep your curls in with all the humidity, and you can always, you know, like if you're really prepared, you can always use like egg whites, and that will help too. But basically, you do it just the same kind of as the other videos, except once you get to that part where you're actually adding your hair pieces, it goes on, you make a hairpiece like this, and then it goes on up over, and then you add your hair pieces. The things that you're probably going to need for this are basically you're going to need to make some hair rolls. And so what I did, okay, so like when I made this hair roll right here, I used our hair helpers, which are in the shop too, because they have wire in them, and I have a historical 18th century advertisement that talks about how they have these brand new wire hair rolls to help women do their hair by themselves, make it faster. So I did. I shoved one of those in this wool piece along with my batting, so I'm able to kind of curve it and it stays. So you will need some hair helpers, you know, hair helper in here, plus the extra wool batting that I put on it. And then you're gonna need false hair pieces. So here, false hair pieces. You're going to need hairpins from our shop. These are the short ones, the 1.5s. But we have 3-inch as well. So also need a variety of combs and brushes. These are not in the shop yet, but they will be, I promise, after our events. To brush out your powder, you're going to need hair powder. Again, my hair is freshly dyed, so in order to match my hair pieces, just like in the video I showed you how to use the pink powder, this is powder with pink powder in, okay? So you have to check that video out. And then, of course, yeah, I have silk ribbons and things that I'll probably put in my hair. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's not perfected yet, but I think it'll work. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. We are getting everything packed, but I will look back. I'll keep checking back and see if you guys have questions and try and answer them. So hopefully that gave you guys an idea of how this goes. You can see exactly how I put it on. Put your hair up over that, and then you need your hair pieces on top of it. If you want to run ribbon through the minded ones, you need a bodkin for that. And I have bodkins. If you guys don't know what they are, I can show you what they are, but lacing bodkins come in handy for hair too. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. So we will see you guys at the Fair New Boston. And oh yeah, I was going to show you how long my hair is. So, okay, primarily I've been doing historical hair care. You know, I do wash my hair occasionally. It's not like I never wash my hair, but it's really full right now because of the powder. But okay, so like when it's all stretched out, it's like right here. It still has quite a bit of powder and pomade and stuff. But yeah, anyway, it's getting pretty long. So here's some pictures of like my final trial of the hedgehog, and then my new jacket and stuff that I'm working on. Alright, visit our shop and have a great day, and we'll see you at the Fair New Boston.